I was in Kevin Svensson's Discord this morning, and there's still a lot of bulls out there, so I wanted to get to this right away. Is Bitcoin going to go up or down or sideways? I don't know the answer to that. What I do know is that 2014 was a bear market, 2018 was a bear market, 22 was a bear market, and if the correlations are correct, 2026 will be a bear market. But I wanted to spend at least a couple minutes here telling you why 2026, the Bitcoin cycle, has not broken, and 2026 will be low volume accumulation, which means sellers, more sellers than buyers, but accumulation, but low volume bear market. And I'm going to use only fundamental and technical analysis to tell you this, okay? First of all, the technical analysis is that Bitcoin, as you can see from my chart, spends roughly a year in a bear market. This is a Coinbase chart, and I'm doing this for a reason, okay? So listen up really good. Coinbase started gaining volume and traction around 2016, back here, and peaked in 2017 December volume. That was the top, by the way. So I draw an arrow to the second top, which, as you can see, volume declines in a bear, and then volume picks up in a bull. This is a monthly chart, okay? So monthly volume. And as we can see from this arrow here, the volume goes from low to high, peaking around the top. This was actually the top, but the higher high here makes it the quintessential double top. So the volume picks up, we top, we spend a year in a bear market, FTX collapses at the bottom. Look at the volume at the bottom, everybody. Huge volume, okay? Let me move this up a little bit. Volume similar to a top. Similar to a top. Similar to a top. Now, for the last 3 years, we've had no successive volume that looks like a bull market. We haven't had the pickup. That tells me that retail is disinterested. They lost a lot here, and they didn't come back. Bitcoin still went up, put in drives of bearish divergence on the RSI. Look at this nice head and shoulders on the RSI, by the way. And if you want to draw the line, this is from my weekly chart. Let me turn it into the monthly. If you want to draw the line on the head and shoulders, it's right here. And look at that. It's perfect symmetry. Okay? Break the line. Beware. Beware. Lots of bulls out there saying the cycle's extending. Even Tom Lee. I mean, how can you say the cycle is extending when you see Coinbase volume like this? Does that make any fucking sense? Excuse my French. Sometimes I French. Excuse my... Does this make any sense? That we put in bearish divergence, 2 drives on a monthly, we go up, and then we spend a year. This is a year. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a year because it's a monthly. And we bottom around September, October 2026, and we, 60,000, maybe 50,000, maybe 4, I don't know. It just looks good, right? It's a doodle. I like Kevin Svensson's doodles. I'm calling them out in this video today. But there's a lot of bulls left out there, and I used to be bullish. Here I was bullish. Here I was bullish. Here I was bullish. Even in April, around here, I was bullish. Where's that? Right there. I was cautious, but bullish, and these 4 months gave us bullish result. But in October, I turned bearish after seeing that capitulation on futures and just the wreckage volume. And I've stayed bearish, and I said to myself, I'm going to be bearish until the market proves me wrong. On the weekly, we're in that Gaussian, and you can be sure as shit that this Gaussian's going to turn red. And this, once it does, you'll see this support break, and we'll spend months finding new support. We'll spend months, probably around 60 to 50,000, and probably capitulate in like August. And people will be at a low. Everybody will say it's a fraud, and that's where I would like to start buying again. So that's the technical side. The fundamental side is actually volume. Volume is a fundamental character of a market. High volume means interest, retail, institutional. Low volume means low interest, probably from retail, because institutions are here. They're here. The institutions are coming, right? They're here. And that's what I wanted to say in this short video, that didn't work out like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Merry New Year. Happy holidays, and enjoy your New Year. Stay safe and stay patient. Stay in cash. I mean, you don't have to. Don't listen to me. I'm not your financial advisor. But I mean, would it surprise anybody if Bitcoin did this? Would it be a surprise? No. And I did discuss that there's an alternative scenario where we do go up. Bitcoin rebounds, comes out of the Gaussian on the weekly. This is a monthly, out of the weekly Gaussian, and we go up. But is that likely given the volume, given the interest? Look at that. Look at this lower volume during times of higher highs. Lower volume during times of higher highs. I just put data together and I articulate it. That's all I'm here for. Okay? If I sound logical, like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos with some of your friends that might like this financial, economic, macro content. This is the Macro Ghost. Happy New Year. Stay safe and stay liquid.